Hello, everyone. Hi, happy Wednesday. My name is Jennifer Waters. I was really hoping for a good hair day today, but I great hair day. Oh, well, we have to carry on in spite of our external circumstances, right? So today I just want to take a couple minutes and talk about endometriosis. I received an email yesterday, a newsletter of somebody that I follow, and he reminded me that March is Endometriosis Awareness Month. And I thought, okay, good. I'm glad to be reminded of that. I'm not surprised since it's also Women's History Month that we need to bring awareness to this dis-ease pattern that is, I have found in my experience, very misunderstood by mostly everybody that I encounter. And I have the wonderful opportunity of meeting so many of you in the clinic. And those of you that have worked with me at CNY Fertility know that I always ask a couple things other than what do you want for lunch? Um, what have you been diagnosed with? Where do you live? What do you do? I'm very curious about where people come from. And what have you been diagnosed with? And 80% of everyone that I see has endometriosis. It could be just a Tuesday thing, but I don't think so. I think it's a really common problem. And here's the thing that you absolutely, if you have this diagnosis, you 1000% have to find out if your uterus is misaligned, right? So the next time you get a sonogram, an ultrasound, ask them, is my uterus out of alignment? And if they say, oh, we don't care about that, we do care about it. It's a piece of information that's absolutely essential for you to overcome this pattern. Right. So almost everybody says, oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. I remember now. They did say something like that. Oh, it's retroflexed. It's antiflexed. It's one side or the other. So get that information. Okay. So it's absolutely the most common cause of endometriosis is misaligned uterus. Why? Let's say your uterus is supposed to be like this, tipped to the front and sitting on top of the bladder, not pressing down, but above, anterior, superior. But something happened, you fell, you slipped, you wore high heels for a decade, you fell off a horse when you were horseback riding, or you're a runner. This is very common for athletes who do a lot of running. Their uterus will get out of alignment. So let's say now we give her the name she's retroflexed. She's going backwards. What happens is your endometrial tissue, your lining during your menstrual cycle cannot fully empty out, cannot shed well. So that brown discharge that you get at the beginning or the end of your cycle, that is an indication that your lining is not fully shedding. So you need to do some things to help that occur. And then the new endometrial layer, it will not be growing on top of the old. And what happens if that occurs from the beginning of your cycle, from when you were 14 years old, it builds up, it builds up, it builds up, and then it's forced out of its place in an improper way. So it's really that simple. So that's the first piece. Location of the uterus absolutely matters. What can you do? You can make a plan to put her in a better position. So that can be done with an Arvigo therapist. Find somebody. There's lots of massage therapists that have added this on as an adjunctive modality, and that's wonderful. So you'll get like a full body massage. And then at the end or the beginning, she will go in and help determine where is your uterus and put her back in place. This is a hands-on experience. And then she will, at the end of your session, teach you what you can do every day yourself to keep her in good position. Okay, so it's what you do every day that matters the most. After that, you can do this hands-on self-care massage regularly. And then you can decide what targeted micronutrients you're going to take. I work with a couple different companies, have very good targeted micronutrients. You should be feeling something right away when you work with that. And then also some kind of phototherapy. Why? Let's say we get your uterus back into the proper position. Now you need enough energy on a cellular level to keep her in place. Um, Whether it's, obviously your diet is going to help give you the mitochondria in your cells, the energy that it needs to stay in a good position, cellular energy. But my favorite is light. Why? Because it's donating energy directly to your cells. This could be in the form of LED light. This could be possibly laser. This could be phototherapy patches. This could be, there's all different ways to give yourself the energy that you need to keep her in a proper position. Hi, Andrea. I know you're working on your cellular energy. I appreciate that. So, you have to decide with your Arvigo therapist. Good question. How often would you see an Arvigo therapist? You can get a lot done in one session. So, then you can decide after that. You could go back a couple more times. I like to base treatment protocols in reality. If your therapist is 2 hours away, chances are that's going to be creating a lot of stress for you to get there. So just go as often as you can. It is nice to follow it up with acupuncture. That's another way to get the energetic component there to keep her in proper position. So that's all, folks. There's a lot of hope for you if you have this diagnosis. If nothing else, we want to prevent things from getting worse. And postpartum, after you give birth, then we can really go in and do some work to put her back in a proper position. Okay, so after delivery is very important time for that. So remember, your uterus starts out the size of a pear, grows to a watermelon, then comes back down. So there's been a lot of movement during that 10 months of gestation. So afterwards, plan on that. And if you're wherever you're at in your cycle now, you can begin, and let's prevent things from getting worse. Okay. So, Jenny Lynn, that's a little bit different. That's a little bit different. I could talk about that next time, or I could email you some differences there. So, that's all, folks. I have to run today. I'm sorry I don't have more time, but please reach out to me. You can email me. You should be able to also, if you want to, I have fixed the link on my website, jenniferwaters.net, so that you can schedule a 10-minute call with me. So just go ahead and do that. That's the best way. We can get a lot done in 10 minutes. So I'm happy to make myself available for you to do that. Okay. All right. Thank you, everyone. Have a good day. Bye.